welcome, I must say, to this august event, the groundbreaking of Oyster Towers. So please take your seats and we'll begin, or commence rather, any moment. Thank you very much. It's now back to you, Mickey Sachs.
I'll take it from the top. It's a special one for Oyster Towers and Veritasi. I see trees of green, raised roses too. I'll see them bloom for me and you. Then I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yes, I see skies so blue, the clouds of white.
We now welcome the Governor of Lagos State, the Center of Excellence, Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Shall we rise as we welcome the Governor of Lagos State? And as soon as he gets to his seat, we'll take the national anthem. You're welcome, Mr. Governor. Now, to set the tone for today's event in quick succession, please welcome with me a man who is dedicated to shaping the narrative of excellence that defines this brand. Please welcome with me partner and head of communications at Veritasi Homes, Mr. Toby Yusuf, for the welcome address. Let's put our hands together for him as he comes up.
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Governor, distinguished members of the Lagos State Executive Council, the Chairman and Board of Directors, Veritasi Homes and Properties PLC, our esteemed partners at COOPLAG, the Shell Cooperative, respected industry leaders, respected members of the financial community, our valued investors, realtors, and industry stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome. What we are gathered here today is to mark not just merely breaking of ground, it's also the beginning of something permanent, the moment a vision moves from paper into head and from promise into reality. We are also equally honored by the presence of COOPLAG, the Shell Cooperative of Lagos, not merely as buyers, but as an institution that places the home ownership aspirations of its members in the care of a developer that is chosen to trust. To every subscriber that, as an investor who has committed to Oyster, you are not just simply purchasing a home, you are among one of the first to believe in a landmark before it comes up. We say this simply and plainly. We will build this. We will deliver this. Welcome to the groundbreaking of Oyster Towers. Welcome to the beginning. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Promise to build, deliver, and do it satisfactorily. One more time, let's put our hands together for Mr. Toby Yusuf, partner and head of communications at Veritasi Homes and Properties. Welcome, the Chief Executive Officer of Veritasi Homes and Properties PLC. Let's make welcome Mr. Nola Adetola for his address.
Thank you. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Your Excellency, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, thank you very much for coming. Distinguished members of the Lagos State Executive Council, thank you very much for coming as well. The Chairman, Board of Directors of Veritasi Homes, our esteemed partners at COOPLAG, the President, Mr. Francis Adeoye, Mr. Levious, and Mr. Kingsley. The leaders within the financial and investment community, our valued realtors and stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, we're not just breaking ground. We are making a milestone in the journey. A journey that began with a simple but powerful conviction. 9 years ago, Next year we'll be 10. We would invite all of you to celebrate with us again. We looked at the landscape and made a decision to build not just properties, but trust, value, a new standard for what real estate represents in Lagos and Nigeria at large. From those early days, Veritasi Homes has grown into an institution defined by delivery, discipline, and vision. We have done over 500 billion naira in assets created. We have done more than 200 billion in capital gains for investors. That means our investors have made a lot of money just by investing through us. Over 1,000 housing units constructed and currently being constructed. 500 homes delivered to families, and we have created over 2,500 jobs directly and indirectly. But beyond the numbers, what defines us is what we build. You know, how we build it. We operate across the real estate entire value chain, from advisory to development and to investment structuring, delivering upscale residencies and large-scale sites and service communities. One of the site and service communities that we've created is Ituno Residential and Ituno City, and it's still currently under construction as well. For us, real estate is not about structures, it is about communities. Consumer insight continues to shape our development, resulting in homes that offer greater space, comfort, livability. That is who we are. We listen, we build, and we improve. Our impact extends beyond development. We have built one of the largest realtor ecosystems in Nigeria. You know, we have empowered more than 6,000 professionals through structured engagement, capacity building initiatives, including our annual Veritasi Realtors Conference that has been held in partnership with Lagos Business School for 5 years. We did the 5th year this year. We have served over 2,500 clients locally and globally. We've delivered investment opportunities that generate strong, competitive returns through capital appreciation and rental income. We have also demonstrated financial credibility and institutional discipline, successfully issued and redeemed well over 40 billion in commercial paper programs and fully subscribed bond issuance. The discipline is underpinned by strong commitment to corporate governance, regulatory compliance, transparency, guided by a seasoned board and ably led by our chairman, Mr. Olumide Onakoya, rightly seated in front of me. As a brand, Veritasi Home has not been defined by geography. We have taken a deliberate, forward-looking approach to growth, positioning ourselves to operate across multiple markets within Nigeria and Africa, beyond reflecting our long-term vision in real estate institution that is not locally relevant, but globally competitive and expansion-driven. On the global stage, we have been recognized twice by Financial Times as one of the fastest growing African companies, reflecting the strength of our growth trajectory and operating discipline. Our presence also spans influential global platforms, from Financial Times Africa Summit in London to the World Economic Forum in Davos to the Africa CEO Forum in Abidjan, contributing to the conversation shaping the future of real estate, investment, urban development across Africa. The journey of growth, discipline, innovation, amongst other things, is what brings us here today. Oyster Towers. Oyster Towers is not the beginning, it's the next level of who we have become. Delivered in partnership with COOPLAG, that's Shell Cooperative and Renaissance. Oyster Tower represents the strength of institutional collaboration, the confidence of our investors' trust, the future of premium urban living in Lagos. Situated here in Eco Atlantic, a symbol of ambition and resilience, this project aligns with the vision of Lagos as a world-class economic hub. Let me say this clearly. Projects like this do not more than shape skylines. They create employment, drive economic activity, strengthen investors' confidence, contributes meaningfully to the GDP growth of our states. We are doing more than starting construction. We are creating value, expanding opportunities, and reinforcing our commitment to building cities and not just structures. So as we take this step today, it's important to recognize that journeys like this are never built alone. They are built on shared belief, shared commitment, and shared vision. Ultimately, development like Oyster Towers are not just private sector achievements. They are part of a larger story of a city rising, an economic expanding, and a future being built intentionally. Today, we break ground with a clear and deliberate commitment to deliver development that meets the highest standard of quality and design, to uphold trust, transparency, and accountability, to contribute meaningfully to the evolution of Lagos as a world-class city. Today goes beyond laying foundations for building. It is laying foundations for continued impact, sustained growth, enduring belief in what is possible. Veritasi Home is just not in the business of real estate. We're in the business of building the future. Let me close this. Great cities are not built by concrete alone. They are built by people, partnerships, and a shared belief in what is possible. Oyster Towers and all of our other development reflect our belief. I look forward to welcoming you all back here, not just to remember this moment, but to witness the completion of something truly exceptional. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you.
One more time, let's put our hands together for the Chief Executive Officer of Veritasi Homes and Properties PLC, Mr. Nola Adetola. Let's put our hands together for him. And the promise is simple. We listen, we build and improve. Veritasi Homes and Properties is not only building structures, Veritasi is building cities. Veritasi is building the future. Thank you once again, CEO of Veritasi Homes and Properties, Mr. Nola Adetola. And we're switching gears now. I'm moving to someone who represents the power of partnership. Our next speaker represents a critical partnership that has helped bring Oyster Towers to life. COOPLAG has stood as a beacon of cooperative strength, financial empowerment, and community development. And they're here again as strong partners to making sure that Oyster Towers becomes a reality. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the president of COOPLAG, Mr. Francis Adeoye, to deliver his address. Please let's put our hands together for Mr. Adeoye as he steps to the podium to deliver his address. The power of partnership, the power of vision, the power of grit.
Your Excellency, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, our special guest of honor. So I say, it is with immense pride and deep sense of responsibility that I stand before you today on this significant occasion, the groundbreaking ceremony of Oyster Tower, a landmark development born from shared vision and strong partnership between COOPLAG and Veritasi. We are deeply honored by the presence of His Excellency, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, whose attendance underscored the significance of institutional collaboration and purposeful investment within our state, that's Lagos State. To His Excellency, I would say his presence has added meaning and prestige to today's ceremony, and we sincerely appreciate this honor. Today marks more than the commencement of construction works. We exist to create value that uplift our members in COOPLAG. So I would say today it marks the beginning of a bold statement about what collaboration, trust, and purposeful investment can achieve when we align with a long-term vision for sustainable urban development and communal prosperity. At COOPLAG, our mission has always extended beyond financial growth. We're not just there for the money. We exist to create value that uplifts our members, to strengthen the confidence in cooperative enterprise, and contribute meaningfully to the built environment of our community. Oyster Tower represent this mission in physical form. It's an investment that is strategic, sustaining, and forward-looking. Our partnership with Veritasi reflects a shared commitment to excellence, integrity, and innovation. From concept to execution, which is going to start very soon, this project has been guided by professionalism, transparency, and a mutual desire to deliver a development that meets global standards while remaining firmly rooted in local relevance. I commend the Veritasi team for their technical expertise, collaborative spirit, and unwavering dedication to quality. Thank you. Oyster Tower is envisioned as more than just a structure of concrete and steel. It is designed to be a symbol of thoughtful development, one that blends functionality, aesthetics, and long-term value. When completed, it will stand as a testament to what can be achieved when institutions dare to think boldly and act responsibly. I would like to acknowledge the project consultants, the contractors, and all stakeholders whose support and cooperation have made today possible. Your roles are critical, and we count on your continued commitment to ensure this project is delivered safely, efficiently, and to the highest standard. To our members, this development underscores our promise that your trust and investment are being channeled into ventures that secure both immediate and future value. Indeed, Oyster Tower is part of a broader strategy to strengthen COOPLAG's portfolio and reinforce our position as a cooperative that builds for generations. As we break ground today, let us reaffirm our commitment to collaboration, accountability, and excellence through the life of this project. May Oyster rise as a beacon of progress, partnership, and prosperity. On behalf of the management and board of COOPLAG, I officially welcome you to this historic moment and look forward to the successful completion and commissioning of Oyster Towers. Thank you all for being part of this journey. God bless you, and God bless our partnership.
Thank you very much, Mr. Francis Adeoye, the president of COOPLAG. Thank you for your unwavering support and a strong partnership with Veritasi Homes and Properties. All right, earlier on I was inviting the CEO of Veritasi Homes and Properties, and I sort of told you a story about Veritasi Homes, how just about a decade ago, this visionary asked, what can we do better in Nigeria's real estate sector, or can anything be done better? It was that simple question that gave birth to Veritasi Homes, which we now see today, with at least 1,000 properties, catering to over 2,500 customers. Veritasi Homes is doing great things, and now with Oyster Towers. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the next address will be delivered by a man whose leadership and oversight continue to guide the vision and governance of Veritasi Homes and Properties. Now, this man is special because he was appointed chairman and managing director of Mobil Oil Nigeria in 2004, becoming the very first Nigerian to lead the multinational in its century-long presence in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome the board chairman of Veritasi Homes and Properties, Mr. Olumide Onakoya, for his speech. Come on, we can do better. This just shows you how much of governance strength is behind Veritasi Homes and Properties. None other than Mr. Olumide Onakoya. You're welcome, sir.
I greet everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. Nola, the MD of Veritasi, will understand why. Because I met him at school. I met him at Lagos Business School, and it's the story behind why I have time for him and what he does. COOPLAG, I've heard about you for a long, long time because I also come from the oil industry, and COOPLAG is the thrift management company of one of my greatest competitors, Shell. So when I saw the title of your project, I said to Toby, when I was young, we used to call Shell people the Oyster people. Because that is your logo. Many people don't know. The Shell logo is an oyster. And then they will call us the Red Horse people. ExxonMobil, we had the Red Horse. So you had the Shell, Oyster. Francis and his team, let me tell you something. You chose the right partners for this project. I'm not saying it because I'm the chairman of the board. I'm saying it because I know Shell. My vision for both of you, Francis and Nola, is that in future, people will say Oyster Towers is where the Lekki-Calabar Expressway begins. That is where Amadou Bello ends. That is my vision for your project. And you have heard the governor say it. If you want to name it, number 1, Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, yes, you can, but you're going to have a challenge. You will actually end up with 2 addresses because you are already in Eco Atlantic City and you have your own address. But by way of a landmark, in future, when your project is done, people will look at it and say, once you get to Oyster Towers, you are at the beginning of the Lagos-Calabar Road. Please make sure you do. It's going to be so beautiful that you will change the description between you and the nice building across the road. You will overtake it. That's my prayer for you. That's my vision for you. Congratulations again, COOPLAG and Veritasi. It's going to be a partnership that will work, and it will be my delight to continue to support you. You are young people that will make a difference in the Nigeria that is coming up, and we pray you will deliver. Thank you very much, everybody. It's a pleasure being with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. One more time, let's put our hands together for Mr. Olumide Onakoya, board chairman, Veritasi. Thank you so much, sir, for your fatherly wisdom, advice, vision, speak. So let us make welcome Mr. Governor, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, for his address, after which we'll commence the official groundbreaking ceremony. Come on, let's put our hands together for the Governor as he approaches the podium. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Let me warmly acknowledge the head of service of Lagos State Service, Civil Service here, Mr. Bode Agoro. So I brought you so that you can begin to dream. If COOPLAG can do it, I'm sure Lagos State Civil Service at some point in time you two can structure something, Abi. Because COOPLAG too, I know them. They just started small too, but they've grown now. They're very tough and hard boys. But don't worry, so that we'll see. Let me also acknowledge the chairman of the board of Veritasi Homes, a distinguished oil and gas expert and a very senior citizen, Mr. Olumide Onakoya. Thank you very much for the leadership you continue to give your younger ones, and for showing them that indeed, once you are leading and you can review them, then they're on the right path. The managing director, Mr. Nola Adetola, Toby Yusuf, the partner, and other management staff of Veritasi. Of course, their main partner, COOPLAG, the president here, Mr. Francis Adeoye, the Vice President, Mr. Levious, other captains of industry that are here, the builder, members and part of the Eco-Atlantic family. I can see one or two of them here. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say that it's not unusual for me to come to events like this. I rarely do, but it's not unusual. My main driver in life, essentially, is to really come and cut the final tape of what we have done. And even for me, I usually don't even do groundbreaking. Because when you break ground, it's a manifestation, it's a testament of what you want to do. But for me, the driver is really for you to finish the work and do it well, and at the end of the day, we'll come and celebrate. But once in a while, I break my own rules and I try to use it to encourage others. And that's really why I'm here today. Veritasi, as you can see, the crop of young, very forward-looking, ambitious, audacious Nigerians who, in about a decade, have indeed set a path for themselves, and they've said that we want to be different and that we want to move from middle-level markets to fairly high markets, and we want to be able to fill the strata of that industry. And so, as their governor and as their boss and their bon, the minimum I can do is to come and encourage them, is to come and help them show that our young people are indeed taking over, and they are taking over almost very surely. And so, Mr. Adetola, Mr. Yusuf, I want to thank you. I want to congratulate you for your audacity, for your boldness, and for wanting to do this great. And I've asked one or two other things you've done, and I'm pretty encouraged that you're actually keeping to your word. But I think the main thing or appreciation goes to COOPLAG. I've known them much more than a lot of people can imagine here, right? And so when I met the current president now, you know, clearly he knows that I know a lot about COOPLAG. I've been dealing with them in previous years for over 15 years. I know how tough you guys are. I know how supportive you could be, but I also know how demanding, you know, your request could be. But at the end of the day, you are men of integrity. It's first time I'm meeting the current board, but I'm sorry, the current executive, the association, which is Shell Cooperative, you know, of staff. It's you say something, you speak to it, and I want to commend and thank you.
The colors of rainbows, so pretty in the skies and also on the faces of people walking by. I see friends shaking and saying, how do you do? The real saying, we love you. I hear babies, they cry. I watch them grow, feeling much more than we ever knew. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's put our hands
Contractoor itself is a city that is rising. You can see there's development coming here every day, right? And the question and the other men that I mentioned, this is the beginning of, you know, Lagos-Calabar Highway, and you're like one of the very first, you know, real estate on it. And you can see it's adorning very beautiful, you know, properties already. So it needs to be better than this anyhow, you know, so that, you know, as we go down, we'll begin to see that what we're about as a people is about the future, you know, of development. And this whole space is for us recreating our future. It's about you younger people, you know, and that's why I'm here to encourage them. And like I also mentioned, COOPLAG is also a very credible name to work with. I know them, I've known them for over 15, almost 20 years. So, I mean, everybody must play their part. And like I said, I'll be monitoring Oyster Towers.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Now back to you, Mickey Sachs.
I'll take it from the top. It's a special one for Oyster Tours and Veritas. I see trees of green, raised roses too. I'll see them bloom for me and you.
I'd like us to make welcome very quickly the project contractor. He's the CEO, Kodai Construction, for the speech. I ask all our guests to please pay attention to the screen just right behind me for this unveiling. Thank you. Behold Oyster Towers in all of its glory. Just look at that. Amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Mr. Mehrez Boutros, is the CEO, Kodai Construction, the project contractor.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mehrez Boutros. I'm the CEO of Kodai Construction, a turnkey construction firm based here in Lagos with a portfolio spanning from Ikoyi to Banana Island to Victoria Island and currently Eco Atlantic. Today, it is my pleasure to unveil to you and take you through the Oyster Tower, an architectural masterpiece situated in KWF 24 in the heart of Eco Atlantic, just off the coastal road facing the Koramu waterfronts. As we can all see, it is an architectural masterpiece. It's a ground plus 20-story building with 2 basement car parks. In terms of car park, we have more than ample car park for all of the residents, with additional car parks for visitors as well. And we also have additional car parks that are set up for sale in case anybody would like to increase the number of car parks that they have. Thank you for your time, and I welcome you to Oyster Towers. Thank you.
I'll see them bloom for me and you. Then I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Very wonderful. Oh yes, they can hear us all over there. As the skies so blue, with clouds of white, this bright, blessed day, and this dark sacred night.
So if we're ready, I'd like to make welcome the CEO of Veritasi Homes and Properties, Mr. Nola, Adetola, and the president of COOPLAG, Mr. Adeoye, for the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between Veritasi and COOPLAG. Please let's put our hands together for them as they approach the podium. Thank you. And there is a handshake. Congratulations, Veritasi and COOPLAG. Relationship is born. So Zenith Bank, FCMB, First Cap Limited, those providing the financial service. Chapel Hill, Denham, Coronation Merchant Bank, Cordros Capital, Flutterwave, Payaza Fidelity Bank, of course, Pathway Advisor Limited, and other financial service providers. We still have a little space, I hope, on this side. So this just shows you how much. 3, 2, 1, let's have it. Congratulations, Veritasi Homes and COOPLAG. Congratulations, Veritasi and COOPLAG. Please wait behind. Thank you very much. So please, the four of you, please wait. We want you to take a picture with the memorandum. So that's the CEO of Veritasi, the president of COOPLAG, the partner and head of comms, Veritasi, as well as the board chairman. With your indulgence, the media people need to have today down, and they need the very best pictures, so pardon us and bear with us. Thank you. There you go. Yes, you are. COOPLAG has played a significant role in the realization of Oyster Towers, as you see here today. And this collaboration speaks to the power of strategic alliances. It is now my pleasure to invite to the podium the Vice President of COOPLAG, Mr. Levious Ngerebara, for his address. Let's put our hands together for him as he comes up. This shows the power of partnership, and seeing this brings joy to my heart. Absolutely. Let's put our hands together for him. Mr. Levious, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. The MC, you said I was coming up for an address, but this is not an address. We would like to tell a little story about the journey of COOPLAG and how we have made inroads to real estate. As you all know, COOPLAG is a cooperative society that comprises of Shell and Renaissance African Energy staff, known as COOPLAG. COOPLAG has been in operation for almost 40 years. And some of our objective is bringing value to our members and creating welfare packages that addresses the needs of our members and people around us. And one key aspect of creating values and bringing benefit to our members is in the area of real estate. Today is a unique and a special day. Why is today unique and also special? Today is special because COOPLAG has been in the business of providing affordable housing scheme for our members. How do we place our members in the most unique and premium residential areas across the country? That vision bettered another project and called the Allied Towers. We found a partnership with Veritasi. Ladies and gentlemen, that project is ongoing along McGregor Road in Ikoyi. We didn't stop there. We went ahead and we came up with a vision to say, let's move closer. Let's go to the premium Eco-Atlantic city. And we came together with our partners, Veritasi. This vision was born, the Oyster. Oyster, as we know, is a marine animal, aquatic animal. Oyster. And when you have oyster, oyster gives birth to pearl, which are like precious sea animal. Now the vision here is to create this edifice so that by the end of the day, it will give birth to that treasure we all desire, which is the pearl in Eco-Atlantic Towers. In COOPLAG, we do not know anything as abandoned project. We don't abandon project. We start, we finish. Please, let's give a hand together for COOPLAG. And what we can assure you is that Oyster Towers will be completed. And when that is done, we'll also call you to come back for the commissioning. But before I go, I want to say that we're not done yet. Because we know our members still need housing scheme. Once again, we want to thank you for coming to partnership with us. I will assure you that this partnership will continue to grow, and not just for our generation, but for the next generation unborn. Thank you.
So I'm going to count on the count of 3, 2, 1. We're going to cut the cake. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. There you go. Congratulations. Yes, please, a round of applause to Veritasi and COOPLAG. Now we have other representatives of COOPLAG and Veritasi join in. Yeah. It is now my pleasure to invite for the closing remarks the Chief Executive Officer of Pathway Advisors to deliver the closing remark for today's ceremony. Please make welcome Mr. Adekunle Alade as he comes up for the closing remarks. Let's put our hands together for him as he comes up, and I ask that we please take our seats. Thank you very much, Mr. Alade, as you walk up for your closing remarks. Let's put our hands together for him once again.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a privilege to represent Pathway Advisors Limited, the financial advisor and the lead issuing house to this project. So we are happy to act as the financial advisor for this project. We launched a bond of 10 billion for Veritasi Homes and Properties Limited, which was fully subscribed in order to finance this project. That was in conjunction with the other issuing houses that work with us. So this project is a success. Thank you, everyone. As we are closing this today, so I would like to thank everyone that are here today. So as we are going back to our various places, I wish you everyone safe journey back home. Thank you.
One more time, let's put our hands together for Mr. Adekunle Alade, the Chief Executive Officer of Pathway Advisors. Thank you for the financial advice that you give to Veritasi. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the formal program of events for today's official groundbreaking of Oyster Tower. So on behalf of Veritasi Homes, on behalf of COOPLAG, and all of the project partners, would like to say thank you so much for sharing in this historic milestone. This is a beginning of one of the greatest things that will happen in this part of the world. As we close, I ask that you kindly feel free to network, refresh, and connect.
What do you have to say to all of us? What do we expect from Oyster Tower?
We at Veritasi like to break boundaries. We like to do it different. And if you look at the design and everything we've come up with, you'll see that it's not the usual, like you would expect. For us, execution is the main goal, and we want to be very thorough with it, such that at the end of the day, everybody is happy to see, because what we're doing is we're building a legacy.
We wanted to place, be able to create a living residential scheme for our members that puts them in one of the most prime locations in Nigerian major cities. In this case, Lagos, which is the Atlantic Towers. And again, we wanted to create that vision that combines a residential scheme that combines or caters for both health, physical fitness, and then create that community living for our members. And to do that, the most suitable place, which we consider as a prime and secure location, is Atlantic. And to do that, we also needed to partner with a verifiable partnership. In this case, Veritasi, that we've done a couple of projects with and has a name in the construction industry. Hence, the vision of Oyster was built. I also believe that there are a lot of things or projects we will do together with Veritasi.
As the ED project, Veritasi Homes and Properties PLC, how do you feel about the groundbreaking today?
Very happy, very happy. At least I know that a lot of people are happy with what we've put together, and it actually came out very well. So I'm very happy. Very happy.
We're looking forward to?
You're looking at something that is actually extraordinary. If you look at the design, it's something that is actually extraordinary. It's not something that you're just going to see out there from any other ordinary people. So it's only Veritasi that can actually give you this kind of a thing, and we're actually going to deliver on it.
The idea has been quite fantastic. It has been very eventful, and I'm very hopeful for the future. Very excited about what we've been able to achieve today. Yeah.
Okay, so you've been in the groundbreaking ceremony, which is and would always be successful. So tell me, what's that thing that you're expecting? What's that unique stuff you're expecting from Oyster?
So Oyster is about delivering the promise made.
Right.
The promise has been made, and that promise is certainly be delivered.
Yes, and you're expecting this, right?
Not expecting is, you still...
Anticipating.
It's going to happen.
Yes.
I'm a man of faith.
Definitely.
It's
And
certainly
what's
going
that
to
one
happen.
word for everyone to listen to today concerning Oyster?
Excellence.
What guarantees on this product?
The guarantees on this project are the same guarantees that we offer you on all of the other projects. So we are offering a 3-year post-construction guarantee that covers everything from the light bulb to the generator. So you are fully covered for the first 3 years, no matter what happened, free of charge. A 10-year leakage warranty. So no matter if water passes where it should not pass, whether it's window, tile, floor, ceiling, you are covered for 10 years, also free of charge. And a 30-year structural guarantee on top of it all. So we are basically guaranteeing this entire building throughout its lifespan, and we assure you that in 30 years' time, after our guarantee finishes, the building will be the same as the day it was just built.
I mean, it's the groundbreaking today is an amazing one. This is another milestone for Veritasi Homes and COOPLAG. So would you love to tell us what's the whole value like in your mind? What are you thinking of Oyster Towers? So when you see Oyster Towers, what comes to mind first?
Actually, a great thing and a principle. That's what comes to. And if you look at Veritasi as a brand, it's a brand that runs on the disciplines and principle. So this is not, I'm not surprised. Even if this wasn't like it, then I'll be surprised. So great things like this will come from a great brand behind a great mind, which is Veritasi Nola himself. So I'm not surprised at all. And this is going to be one of the milestone achievement for the brand because it's in collaboration with the government and a very strong stakeholder. Is going to add value to the state, add value to the country, and also it's going to provide many jobs. This kind of project is going to provide many jobs for so many families, adding value to GDP as well. So it's a landmark project, the beginning of Coastal Road in the Core Atlantic. And once you're passing by, you are seeing the Oyster Tower. So it's a very great development. So congratulations to the brand and all the stakeholders involved.
Thank you very much and have a
welcome.
Okay, so first and foremost, I love the location. The location is splendid. It screams luxury. It screams for just the HNIs. Okay, so it's also at a very advantageous location. I have to say that. Okay, so you do not have to struggle your head on it. And then in terms of return on investment, it's going to be really, really splendid. And I trust the partners who are working together on this project. I believe they're going to deliver good quality. Veritasi has always been on track, and I believe they will do awesomely well on this project.
Awesome. So you have been in the Oyster groundbreaking ceremony today, which is and always will be successful. So tell me, what's that one thing that you're looking forward to from the groundbreaking?
So basically, with what I've seen today, I can't but say that this is a successful project already because it's a partnership, and we have made most of the financial institutions involved in this project, people with good reputation. And for King 4 to be here, that means we can seek our name for Veritasi and COOPLAG and every other financial institution that have been involved in this project.
Great. So what's that one word that you use to classify Oyster Towers?
Superb. Very unique. Very, very unique. We know we have several projects in the Atlantic, but I can tell you for free that this project is one of a kind. This project is what I can tell you that if you invest your fund, you can't regret because already the developer has more than enough fund to finish the project from inception to the end. So for us to stick our neck out for this project, I can tell you that there is nothing to worry about. It's a success on its own already.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
I guess this is my first time of attending a groundbreaking, and it was more than my expectation. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so when you say it was more than an expectation, I want to believe that we have succeeded in raising the bar for you. Sure. Okay, so what's that thing you're looking forward to?
We are looking at a very cordial relationship. What will be like the major partner? Where will be the major partner that after we are done with this, we can always come back and say, we did this, and this is one of what First Bank was able to achieve doing this.
So you're a financial partner, right? We'd love to know, what's this Oyster Towers groundbreaking like? Like, what's it for you? What are you expecting?
Thank you very much. So I'll be representing Providence Bank as a financial partner in this project. I think what this project represents to us as a financial institution is just basically it's embedded in the trust that we have in Veritasi and also with COOPLAG. COOPLAG has been here for over 40 years. I know Veritasi is just going to be 10 next year, but in that short period, our experience with Veritasi has always been that of swift delivery, quality services, and that is what we are bringing, or that's the experience that we are bringing in as financial partners to this. And I mean, based on the projects that has been delivered with Veritasi already, and what we've seen Veritasi done in the past years, how far we've seen them grow, how fast we've seen them grow, and also their relentlessness in the real estate industry in Lagos and in Nigeria as a whole.
So I'm now joined by Mr. Francis, the president of COOPLAG. Congratulations once again, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we had this same, it feels like a deja vu. We've had it before, we had it like some months back, and we are having it again. What's that trust like?
Okay, so before I start to talk about trust, you're going to see many of the deja vus.
I love to hear.
Because, I mean, if you have a good partnership, a partnership that works, you don't need to stress yourself. What are you still looking for? I mean, COOPLAG needs quality, good concepts, and a partner they can trust to deliver. Veritasi is known for building quality housing, coming up with very nice and interesting design, and delivering as promised. That is a marriage made in heaven. So tell me, what are you still looking for? The trust, I think, is mutual. Veritasi trusts us as COOPLAG, and we trust them to deliver. I mean, if you were there this morning, the governor mentioned that what he's seeing here is what he can call a perfect partnership. Young, bold, and vision-filled, Nigerians coming together to plan, not to build, not just for today, but for the future. That's what the two partners, that's what we represent. So it's not just about the trust, it's about the value.
So quickly before we leave, you see, Oyster Towers is that is in the prime location. Is that luxury apartment, rather luxury units, a building, a project that everyone is looking forward to. So I'd love to ask you quickly, when you represent the kind of investors you do, what's that thing that sets this Oyster Towers, apart from other projects that you've ever done? Yes.
So this is a project. There's a common thing I used to say that the future is now. This is a project that speaks for today and the future. Eko Atlantic is a city for today and for the future. You are looking at the city that is going to redefine, cities in the sub-Saharan Africa, maybe one of the best in the world. And coming here, we are setting a scene, not just for today, but for many decades to come. It is unique because coming here now, we are going to encourage many societies like us and many institutions that do what we do to have the courage and to see the vision that they need to come here.
So you've been the peace setter.
Indeed, that's what we are.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
It feels like we have done this before. It's just been months back and we had like a groundbreaking. Yeah. And how are you feeling today?
Amazing.
Okay, so Eko Atlantic is a very smart city. Why did you pick Eko Atlantic to have this amazing Oyster project?
Thank you so much. So 9 years ago when we started Veritasi Homes, we started with affordable housing, from the Ibejuleki Ekpe area of Lagos, built more than 1,000 houses, and then we kept moving forward. A very good story of how a company should progress and evolve, right? And then, and when you go around in Lagos, drive around the so-called Eyebrow area, you see a lot of buildings uncompleted, right? And then we sat down with our research team to ask, why are the buildings not fully completed? We found out that number one problem is funding, number two is regulatory, and number three is most of the time the contractors that they've given the project to. And then we said, look, we are going to do a project that solves all of this problem in the number one location of the state, if not the country, right? And that's the reason why we came to Eko Atlantic. Eko Atlantic is fantastic. Just right there, there's the US Embassy. This is VI, I've forgotten the amount of hectares here, waterfront, so not just the location, also the location that which we picked for this project is very strategic, Kuramu waterfront, that's the Lagos coastal road and everything. So the funding problem we went to the markets, last year December to raise a 30 billion bond for this project, which was fully subscribed. That further strengthens and reinforces how investors believe in us, right from time. That's not the first time we're raising money in the market anyway. That's like the 10th time. But at least, that's a very big size, and we're able to do it. A lot of investors are here today, to witness the groundbreaking. And then apart from that, we went to the Lagos State government just before now to say, look, we do not want to have regulatory problem, and we sold our vision to them. And while we sold our vision to them, the governor, the deputy governor, everybody, I, ESCO in the Lagos area, picked the vision, very happy with it, because the only thing the government does is creating an enabling environment for visionaries, like myself, to be able to progress, right? And that's the reason why the governor came here today for the groundbreaking. He earlier mentioned it does not go for groundbreaking, right? So I had given him a promise that you come to break the ground, you also come to cut the ribbon when the project is completed in 3 years. And then again, for the contractors, we've chosen the best. These contractors have done a lot of projects inside the Kuala, even maybe the most projects, like 4 or 5 Kodai, to work with. So we believe that we have solved every problem before we even start the project. We are very, very confident that this project is going to be delivered in 3 years, and while we keep solving the housing problem that we want to solve as Veritasi Homes and Properties.